The ability of Queen Elizabeth II to attract crowds is evident during these Diamond Jubilee celebrations in Bromley. It is hard to imagine any politician received with so much enthusiasm.
And implement the recommendations of
Yet, she is officially Britain's head of state and has great constitutional powers, in theory.
Legislation to establish.
In practice, the so-called royal prerogatives, like calling elections or writing the Queen's speech, are exercised by the Prime Minister. So, is Her Majesty just Britain's representative symbol?
This will be the first time the United Kingdom...
David Cameron had no experience as a minister before he became Prime Minister. Tony Blair had no experience as a minister before becoming Prime Minister. And one of the great things that a new Prime Minister can do is to use the experience and the wisdom of the Queen in confidential discussions, because she is one of the very few people around the Prime Minister who isn't looking for the Prime Minister's job.
Unlike parliamentary republics, the UK is free of potential conflicts between the Prime Minister and the President.
There is absolutely no doubt who the head of state is. And the problem where you don't have an hereditary head of state is that, of course, the matter of who becomes the head of state can be, and often is, a matter of political controversy.
But there are people who argue that as a democracy, the UK should have an elected head of state who is accountable to voters.
What we'd ideally like is a ceremonial president who's a non-partisan referee of the political system, because we need that at the moment. We need someone who can hold our politicians to account, but who themselves can be held to account, who is transparent.
But experts say such a change in the nearest future seems unlikely. Artur Osinski for CD News.